All right, let's get this going. I don't know what they have. I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna watch through your eyes. One of the first things I'd say is I'm not a big bat player. If you want to play him here, I think it's fine. I'm not a big bat player in general. I like Zen for kind of the sight lines, and you can sometimes get a pick on a Widow if they're not paying attention, things like that. I think it's a little easier to get pick potential here. I'm not the biggest fan of that fact that we have a diva. I think that might be pretty hard to kind of heal her. I think Ana or Zen would be a little bit better here. Maybe even a Life Weaver could be pretty decent. There's a couple of things that could be done. It's not a huge deal. One thing I will say, just off the bat, we do have a Hanzo, a Diva. One thing that can be done, I just like to point this out real quick. One thing you can do, because you have a Hanzo, he can get up over on his own. One thing that you can, and the Mercy can actually technically just follow him as well. And what you can do is you can just use your pedal to get up here, and then you double jump at the top, and then you can slide over here and down. So your Diva will get above, your Hanzo will get above, your Mercy will be there, and then your Widow can take a sight line here, or maybe she can take one somewhere here and try to get a pick while they're all focused. So that's one thing that you can try to get your team to do, especially if you're interested in playing Life Weaver right there. Technically, you could also be Kiriko, and your team calls for it, so it's not a big deal. Or your team can do it. So another thing I would say on maps like this, and I just want to get out of the way, that's important. I don't play BAP a lot, but I always play BAP. Even if I'm not going to play BAP, I'm going to play something else. I always pick them in the beginning. Not all the times, right? We team run out of here. But just anyway, if Widow wants to look out here, if your team is going down main or there's a Hanzo here, I just throw a quick Immortality Field, hop back in, and then just swap after it runs out. So just Immortality Field, spam healing for like 2-3 seconds and get out. So anyway, let's kind of get into this and let's see through your point of view. Let's see what's going on. So we do have, I do like that we have the snipers. Like I said, I'm not a hugest fan of BAP because I don't think it works incredibly well with the Diva. And it's going to be, we're a little bit limited by range here also as well. The Mercy is going to be spending a lot more time, all the time on the DPS. So our job, in my opinion, here is to really keep the tank up. So we'll kind of see how much space he can take. So we'll see about that. So like I said, a Kiri or like a Life Weaver would be pretty decent in that situation, right? We could just go over with the Diva. I don't know if a Diva can make it. Diva should be able to make it all the way up there. Honestly, I've never really paid attention, but I know that at least with Life Weaver you could do it. But right, that gives you two angles. So you guys will be attacking from here. They'll be freaking out, right? You get a decent amount of cover here when you want to fall back. And you let your Diva do your stuff. And then, right, your other team will get full sight lines here. So let's kind of see what happens. I didn't really pay attention to what they had, so I don't really want to. Let's see from your... Yeah, so that's a perfect example. Everybody goes down main. Maybe someone could have got killed by Zen or something like that. Now, you did have a Diva there, but let's say he charged it again after the Diva stopped. Major moved out of the way. Could have dead teammate. Anyway, I'm not going to pause it like that much anymore. Let's kind of go through this. Let's see. Let me do this also. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Oh, whoops. What are we doing? F9. Okay, one sec. I think we need to get this. Okay, and then we're there. What is going on here? Okay, 7-minute game. Why is this? Something's not right here. Interesting. So we're like, what, a minute, 5 seconds? Okay. Okay, a little bit sketchy because we're kind of exposing ourselves if anyone's up there or someone's over here. I'd rather just be jumping up and then taking shots, right? Just be right up here and then just using our exo boots, whoops, and then just taking shots right here to put pressure. Not a big fan because when I'm Zen, this is what I'm looking down. I don't know why they're doing it here. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But when I'm Zen, I'm either here, right? Then I can focus or switch over to here, right? You can play the cart, or not the cart, but the car right here. You got a lot of options, right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, you can rotate around, you can get back out, put some pressure. So their Zen has really bad positioning. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do here. But just in general, that's why I think it's a little bit dangerous to hide right there and just to kind of give one more like look, like right. So if I'm Zen shooting right here, I'm looking for this right here. Literally just right here is where I'm trying to shoot. Even whether someone comes in or not. So right, we're kind of moving into that spot where he'll be spamming. So anyway. Let's also take a second here. We don't have a lot of... We could do a little bit better with our aim. Let's just kind of look at them for like a couple seconds. We don't need to shoot and just kind of get an idea which way they're running. It's you don't always do that, but in the beginning of the game, you can try to just see. A lot of people do have a certain habit. Also, I mean, doing pretty good so far. This is like okay. Yeah, we want to immo. I would have just immoed the diva right there, just so we didn't have to worry about the diva dying, and that gives the diva the ability to keep a little bit more pressure here. So we don't have to hold this immortality. We just want to get value from it, right? We don't need to save a life from it. We just want to get value. So if we threw an immortality field, let's kind of just see. If we threw an immortality field right here, that gives him a lot of room to do stuff. He can be a lot more aggressive if he needs to. He can kind of stay up in here. So right, he'd have an now he's giving up all this space because we didn't use our immortality on him. Now it's possible they could have just killed it quick, but that allows him to at least keep that space, take that space, and then we could focus all of our energy here on the back line without having to worry about what's going on the front line. Also, like if she's going to get all, I don't know what she's at. She's probably not that close, but she might be 45% at this point. But we'll have it back up in time for the next time we're really going to need mortality fields, which is by the time she has ult. So that's not really a concern there. So we can use it early, which is fine. Okay. Okay. You want to jump here? We want to jump for that heal. Anytime that someone's over there, yeah, be careful. Yep. We always want high ground if we can. We don't want to drop off that high ground. It just makes it so much easier to shoot when we have the high ground. We also have the mortality field we need to use here. Okay. Ooh, you're doing... I mean, you're doing well. If you had slightly better shots, you could punish these guys, but you're still, like... Some of it would still be playing wrong. But you have really good shots when you get them. Not like that, but like you're actually a really good shot. I don't think we're necessarily... Like I said, we need to think about value when we look at these things. Nice. Like, look at these. Great shots. Great shots. Great shots. But I just need to think about value. Like, another way to think about it is... so, like, one thing I'll note real quick is that we all have ults, every single person. We won the last fight. But the Junker Queen's pretty up there. And I think they might have won the first fight. So the Junker Queen should just about have ult. If not... we can just check real quick, but I think the Junker Queen has ult. Oh, whoops. Is that not it? Oh, whoops. I meant banner. Whatever. Wait, what? No. Whoops. Your team too. My bad. Let's see. Yeah, Junker Queen 90%. So just about has ult. So he'll have it. He'll be like 95 by the time he gets back. And then he'll have ult. So that's something we kind of want to be careful of with the immortality field. We're going to need that for that. Unless we can use our ult and force something out early. That would be good too. We have 2 snipers, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. This is dangerous. Oh, let me do this real quick. I thought I turned that off. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, we should have used our what? I mean, he was whatever, but we should have used our. I'm gonna say this right now. My abilities are not bound to what they normally are, so I don't know what it is. I think it's shift though. For the heal, we should have used our heal there just to play it safe. There's no need to hold it. It's fine for it to go on cooldown. We have mortality too, so it doesn't matter. We can be down a cooldown. We want to cycle them too. Okay. Same thing here. The one issue, I don't think they have anything to snipe you, but it's just good habits. Let's not run in front of them, because you run in front of them, right next to them, you can get pretty easy heals. Let's just get in the habit of just boosting up, right? Let's just boost up, and then, you know, we'll get a better view. We can get an easier shot on them. And at the same time, like, we just want to be careful, because what we're doing when we move in front of them is we are exposing ourselves to a line of sight of what the enemy might potentially have. Now, I don't think they have any snipers, but it's just not a good habit of what we're doing here. Here, I would ult here. I would ult here. I would shift. This is a shift here. Shift and ult. Shift and ult. Shift and ult. Shift and ult. We just want to win the fight. Shift and ult. He would have been dead right there already if we just ulted. So, but we're holding our ult when we could be using it. We have the other support ult, and we also have our diva ult too. So, you see, and then he starts popping ults, and so even now it's fine. We immo that. I mean, immortality field that. And a little late. A little late, but it's fine. Very nice. See. Mess some of these things up. You have good aim though. Wouldn't be surprised if you're more of a DPS player, or you play DPS more often. Okay, Mercy used her all. Shift. I'd shift here. Shift. No, take. I mean, it's not bad. I would. Oh, we did shift. Okay, good. We got the shift out. Nice. Nice shots. A little dangerous. As you move up, though, in ranks, you're going to get punished for some of this stuff quite a bit. So that's also a concern. Yeah. I'm on mode there. We need to back out. Okay, there we go. Yep, just group up. That was dumb on the Hondo part. Okay, keep applying some pressure. Nice, beautiful, like everything. Oh, everything you do shooting wise is really good. Jump. So right there, I would have jumped to have gotten a better idea of what was going on around us. Nice, beautiful. There we go. Beautiful, preemptive. There we go. And we get close. Shift. Ah, dang. We should have moved up a little bit there, and got that shift off. So stuff like that, it's fine. We can come out too, because you just want to stop. You want to keep people alive, right? So if we get them shooting at us, possibly going out there too and getting closer just to get your shift off for the heal, maybe you can take someone's aim or some of the tension. That's one less person you have to heal through, and one less person do damage. So I don't think we're gonna get a lot of value here. I don't think it's that good to trade with the Bastion, but I haven't. Ooh, beautiful. Emma. Ah, dang. There we go. Okay. So the biggest issue so far is we're saving these a little bit longer than we need to. Don't worry about using stuff. You're rolling and you're gunning and you're rolling, you're gunning. I don't know what to say, but you kill what the? Oh, that's your team. But you kill stuff quick enough. You shoot stuff and you do a lot of damage, and that creates a lot of tempo. So it's good to don't feel bad about keeping that up. Like even right here, you just got it. What are you really gonna use ult on? You just got the enemy diva out of did they just ult? So I was gonna say something, but your team might have died because of it, but it wouldn't have changed much because you just got it. But what I would have done here is while we're pushing up in this, I would have just immortality field right here, and I would have just pushed around the corner and just went to go kill. Now it probably will work out here because, I mean, Bastion has his ult up, but still, that's what I would have done there.
Hello.
We also should have been closer to them. We should have been ready to we should have charged our jump. Even if we're not going to jump, it's fine, but in a situation like that, we need to be able to get a immortality field out. Surprised the Hondo lived. Okay. Shoot. We need to be quicker about putting that down too. I mean, it seems like you're playing pretty fine. It seems like you're not familiar with Baptiste. That's what I would say. You're just not familiar with the kit. That's what it seems like right now. Someone's top right. I don't know who. Yeah, someone's up there. Someone's like, I can hear him. Someone's up here. Yeah, this guy. Okay. He's not pushing up. That's interesting. I have no idea. Did he not push up here? I swear it sounded like he was right here. Interesting. I have no idea what this guy's doing. That is so stupid. That is such a weird place. Interesting. I mean, I guess he's on his own. I just don't understand why he's doing that right there. It doesn't make a whole bunch of sense to me. Oh, we need to shift their ammo. Shift right, shift their ammo, shift their ammo. Like, right? Even when we get up here, like, think about it. You have your shift heal and your immortality. So, like, just run up here and immortality in her face and just kill her. What is she gonna do? Especially if she doesn't have dynamite, right? At least with dynamite she can get value in her mortality field, but without the dynamite, I mean, you just right. You have the aim, and you have the aim. So don't be afraid. If someone's in it's just to challenge them to the 1v1 like that, you know. So I mean, you have the aim. People at this level you're playing at, you're definitely better than them. So. Okay, shift. That's good. Okay, that was a really good whatchamacallit. That was a really good immortality field. Could have been a little slightly better, but everything 95% it was really good. Gave it to the D.Va, keep the D.Va alive, right? We need to take the Zen here. The Zen's more important because the Zen's easy to kill. Okay, careful, careful. We want to shift. So right here, what we want to do is we want to exo boots in this situation and jump up here, like if we're gonna do anything. One of the big reasons is we don't want to stay down here. Like from his perspective, he's getting value just from like looking over in this direction. So if we can get him to look anywhere up here, that's fine. He won't be looking at you. You should have your, I do believe you have your shift up also as well, right? So you have your shift up. You almost have your immortality. So I would just shift. I would just, my bad. I would just move up here. I'd exo boot up here. I mean, technically if you wanted to, you also could come here and also play it right up here as well. In the position that they're in and with your team, it's a little sketchy with that. With you guys have widows, you have a sniper team, right? The Hanzo can do a lot of damage close, but the widow, it's like, ugh. So putting pressure, it's a little sketchy whether you guys can or not. You have the team advantage, so you should be able to. But yeah, just like up here, or I would also just go up here. I mean, it's just easy shots. You can always just drop down. You have your shift up, and you almost have mortality. So those are some kind of things to think about. It's also really easy to hit these shots when you're up top, especially when people don't see you. Both your healing and to hit the enemy. So, okay, immortality. We have immortality. We need to throw immortality down. We need to throw immortality down. Because we need to, the main thing we need to remember immortality is, as a support, the big thing that you can do for your team is you can send a message. So, for example, on Lifeweaver, you can hit somebody with heals even if they're full health just to say, hey, I'm with you. You can throw an orb on somebody as Zenyatta that's not taking damage to say, hey, I'm with you. And the more you do stuff like that, they'll know that you got their back, right, in certain situations. So when we put the immortality field, it allows our team to play a little bit more aggressive. And it also means we 100% don't have to pay attention to what's going on around us. So those are just some kind of things and ways to think about it. So we're also up really close too. Same thing. We should be getting the slightly higher ground. Like I said, I mean, oh, you're dead. But your aim is so good. Like, I don't know about so good, but it's definitely good. I mean, I don't know about. I mean, I don't know what so good means, but it's definitely good. You're definitely just crushing people. So it kind of is what it is. And let's see the one where you get stomped. Are you? Okay. So what? You're F5, 6, 7? No? What? 1 through 5. Oh. No? What are you? Oh my god. Okay. You're F8 again. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Anyway, I'm looking up here and I forget. It's not 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's see what we got. We'll go from here. Alright. So I guess we look at the team con that we have. I think I really like Bap here. There's not much to say. I like it. It's pretty much all. As opposed to the other one, like this is a pretty straightforward, like strong. So one thing I would say right here, we want to take this opportunity to come out. So like just to break it down, just to so we think about it again. Any team that gets out of here first is going to be shooting just straight down, right? So if you guys get out first, you're going to be shooting straight down. One thing we want to do is we don't want to miss a chance like this to use our teammate's body to get out. So if we're hesitant to get out, like right, we'll see it in like 2 seconds. We just went by it. So right, we'll look at it. 8. Okay, so we'll see it here again. Right, we're not sure whether to go out. The second we see him crossing right here, we need to move right out behind him, and then we can take our positioning over here. But he's only going to move out once. He's not going to sit there for too long, so let's move out with him right there, kind of like where the Zen just went out right with him. So you didn't get penalized for it, but it's something to be careful of, especially if they have something like a Widow. Okay. So the biggest thing... So this is kind of your DPS's fault. One thing I would do here is I would just exo boot and just ping over in this direction. Also, another thing you can do is just like hop up, right? Just exo boot. You can hop up here. You can move. I'm almost positive you can hop up here. To be honest, it's been a long time. But I'm almost positive you can hop up right here. Regardless, you should be exo booting a little bit here. And just pinging over here also. Like, you want to get your teammate to move. Another thing you can do is, if it's sufficient, you can just drop an immortality field right here and, you know, let them be aggressive, right? Because let's say he's fighting someone here. Someone's out here and he's fighting them. You drop an immortality field right here, like right here, right? They'll still get it right here, and they can't kill the field. And it's right like 3 or 4 seconds of just him getting shots and killing somebody. So that's kind of something to think about also. Let's go. So we're away from the team. Who cares about this guy? We need to get to our team now. Yeah. So we need to be a lot more proactive with that immortality field. Don't worry about saving somebody. It's all about value. If it looks like a bad situation, immortality field. That's something I've noticed with a lot of different things, especially with Light Weaver, with grip. I don't take chances. If it looks like someone's about to get killed, I'm just going to grab them. Because people just drop that last percent way too quick, especially with the projectile increase. So we should have shifted right there. It's fine though. Shift. There we go. Like I said, these movements, I don't know, the movements seem like you know how to play the game, I figure, but not familiar with BAP. That's just what it feels like. Because when stuff gets hairy, we're not using our cooldowns. Okay. Check who's around us. Okay. Cassie's all in the back. Pretty nice. We don't need a peek out. There's nothing. No, I don't. And that beginning, before they start pushing out, I don't think there's any reason for us to peek out. Oh, right. Nope. Okay. Nice. It was very close. Ship. Oh, okay, there we go. Could have shifted, but that's kind of his fault a little bit. Another thing is, we don't need to get these people to full health. Another thing, just shift when you need to shift, right? And I think what just happened is a really good example of that. Is that the Malga's not next to us, right? And like before, when your team got wiped over here, they're not next to you. So really use your shift. You don't have to use your shift to just specifically save someone. I mean, specifically, you should have used it right now when you saw this guy. But don't be afraid to use it, right? Because otherwise, you're staring at your teammates, spamming whatchamacallit, spamming your heal on them until they get to full. Get them up. Get them up to where they need to. If they're not taking damage, don't forget, especially now, they're self-healing after 5 seconds, 20 or 15 a second for these DPS and tanks. So just get them topped off and then focus on what you need to focus on. But you weren't going to save the Malga with the shift. He wasn't close enough. So just use it when you need to, right? Just use that shift. And then you can shift your attention or focus your attention on something else. Also, if we want to play like this, like, let's just be over here. Let's jump up, exo boot, and like heal our guys, and then exo boot and like take shots from up here. Especially when they don't see you, you got to think about this. If you're taking shots from over here, this is all about like off angle. This is like the most important thing, is that when you're not at an off angle, essentially what you're doing is you're just you're allowing the enemy to gain more value from their shots, just spamming into the doorway because you're standing where the rest of the team's going to stand. So other people might just be running by and they might get hit because you're getting shot at, and vice versa. So when they see you up here, even if it's only like one good like 3-tap, or you just do it twice, it's going to start making them look up here, right, for you instead of over here. And now they have to shift their aim. They have to pay attention to 2 different spots. So that's just something to think about right there. What we have our ult. They don't have their ult. We probably want to use this ult quick. I would ult there. I would ult here. I would ult here. I would have ulted there and pushed. I think we could have gotten a kill right there if we did. It's just about tempo too. Same thing there. When he pokes out that far, we can just ult. We just need to get in. What you need to do is practice just putting ult down right away, right? It's just Q, click, right? Just put it down, Q, click, boom, point, just do, and you could have killed that Torb right there. That's how we can kind of take this into our own hands. Same thing. If we're not able to hit these shots, that's something to practice. But if we're not able to hit these shots, we need to just exo boot up, even like 5 feet, to get some of these shots. Same thing. We don't want to poke in main where our teammates are. Okay. No. Okay. That was really good. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, let's see what happens here. I really like, really like this ult. We have both of our abilities. If we need to, hopefully we use our immortality field right here where we can just take free shots, not worry about anything. Yeah, so hopefully we get immortality field somewhere over here soon in a second. Yeah, I think even more. It's kind of hard to say, but I actually do believe we should have had the immortality field, but I do believe if we just dropped an immortality field here, he wouldn't have pushed out just because it's really sketchy. He still could have done it, but if we have the immortality field right here, then someone else he can't just run out and do that and kill us. He has to run out and do that, and then your teammates his teammates have to run over here and then kill the immortality field while you can just ignore them because the immortality field's up. Use your shift for heal, immortality field's still up, and just blast the teammates that want to come over. That's another reason we could just do that. So think about using immortality field and shift to keep up the tempo because Bap just does so much damage, and adding that really just makes it makes him. They have a decent chance to kill you. If you use those to keep up tempo with your shots, and especially when you put your ult down, they're not going to be able to face you, or they're going to learn very quickly that they're not going to win. Okay, so let's go, what, next map?
Ready for battle.
F8.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, what do we got? A Reaper now. Okay, we have Reaper. Let's see what happens. So I hear someone top. Number one, same thing right here. We need to note, if we really want to play Bat, we need to note some of these areas. So, like, especially if we're having difficulty, one of the first things we should be doing, just exo boot in general, but also we can just be exo booting up here, right? You need to just look down. If you were up here when he took some damage, you don't even need to aim, really, right? Just look down real quick and shoot. Yeah, direct hits heal more, but whatever, right? The most important thing is that you can just get some healing out. It's better than missing. And then we can also get easy heals on this guy too. Also, we don't have to worry. It looks like, what, that's a Rhine. Also, we don't have to worry about getting hit by anything coming in this direction at our teammate. So it's not an off angle, but we are taking a, I mean, it's not what you'd call an off angle, but I mean, it's still like a different angle, right? We're not down here, we're up here from a vertical sense, as opposed to, like, I don't know, horizontal, I guess, in a sense, because usually off angle is just like, oh, we're taking them from over here. It has nothing to do necessarily with, like, height per se. Anyway, let's go back to it. Oh, see, like right there, that's a perfect example. They're just spamming, and we walk into the spam. That's why that's why this high point is up here is really important. So, or just, you know, anywhere that's not in the line of spam. There's a choke. Okay. Okay, we need to jump. No. That's fine. He got out. Okay, we need to be careful. We don't want to stand here in case there's... Unless we're going to be taking shots at them. To be honest, I don't know how much you should be DPSing. Obviously, you can shoot, like DPS shoot. But I would probably just be standing right here and just focusing on healing until we can get them up a little bit. Or like a couple seconds ago is what I would have done to avoid damage. And then peek out from here and try to see what we could do. So... We need to move up. Our shift. We need to move up. We need to move up. Shift. Too late. I mean, we're using ourselves. Okay, no, ignore him, move up, MO field. Ignore him, move up, MO field. Ignore him, move up, MO field. We need to ignore him, move up with our team right here, and then just immortality field our team to save our team real quick. He gains so much value because maybe you kill him. He did just jump back here. If he was smart, well, it's kind of hard. If there's like higher ranked, you're probably gonna kill him anyway. But if he was smart, he would have faded closer to the mega, and then it's like it's completely not worth it to go for this guy because then you have to do like 350 damage just to kill him. So he gets value because we have, compared to him, he has an orb and a fade. He doesn't have anything that's really going to save his team, and his team's already putting pressure. So I just think, like, looking over this way and just throwing our Emmer Field a little bit earlier before we started to, where was it? So like that, when I saw him fade behind us right here, or when we see him fade behind us right here, and we see him here, we need an MO. We just need an immortality right here and just jump up here. When we start getting hit, when we're up here by the Moira, we're just gonna jump down to here, and then we're gonna keep helping our team, and then the Moira's gonna have to come around. So, right, that's what we'd be doing, but we don't want to pay attention to this guy. And also so we could have potentially, where we would have thrown the immortality field, the Diva would have been saved. He got the kill on the Mei. He would have been doing almost nothing around here, just slightly bothering you. The health pack's almost back up, which is nice. And we have someone over here. So we really, and yeah, he's about to get some value over here, I believe, because they're shifting forward. He's going to kill this and maybe get the Life Weaver. So I think we would have won this fight if we did just drop the immortality there and just ignored this guy. Because now he's completely gone from his team. No value. At that point it's a 4v3. So, but now he comes in. Excuse me. Now he comes in, and then the Rhine gets the kill, and right, you guys lose, and now he's staggered because your teammate was on the other side of the map, which isn't horrible. We just needed to keep up tempo because the teammate's on the other side of the map. All right, we need to get out. I wouldn't go towards that. I usually wouldn't go towards over to the left here most of the 99% of the time, unless you're like a Lucio or maybe a Mercy or something. We don't. Emma. Nah. Don't be afraid to jump first. Don't be afraid to jump first. It makes everything so much easier. Okay, just do it. Kill the tree. 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 We can kill the tree here. With that up, we can kill the tree. So if there's not a lot of value that we can find from killing other stuff, we can just kill the tree here. It's very viable to just kill the tree. Because you have to remember, I think the tree heals a 50 health every like 1 second or 1.5 seconds. And look at this guy's health. It gives an extra, I think, 100. It's either like 75 to 100 overhealing. And the crazy thing about Life Weaver's ult that's always important to remember, even if you play him yourself, is that the most value Life Weaver gets is obviously saving somebody, but arguably the most is when they have tempo and they're pushing up, or before the other team pushes in with a huge ult, or if you know the other team is about to have ult and you get your Light Weaver ult early, because you're usually one of the first people to get it. And the power of this, we have to remember with the overhealing, is that you don't get it. If you shoot this guy, obviously you have ult up, but if you didn't have ult up, you shot this guy, you don't get any. If I remember correctly, you don't get any ult charge. So you can completely stop their team from getting ult and give your team a huge advantage in the ult fight. Now, it's usually done best before you get into a fight, because then your teammates can actually build up the overhealing instead of it just going away right away or just healing. Let's say you're down 1 health. I don't remember if you get overhealing or not. I don't think you do, but anyway. But yeah, one other thing I'll say is this is just another time also that we can just jump up here. And if we note, the most important thing about the Mei is this only hits anything that's in range, right? So if you're standing right here, you're not going to get frozen. If you're standing up here, you're going to get frozen. But if you're standing up here and shooting, you can still shoot through your ult, right? But look, that's right there. We can just drop right here. Now the Rhine's there. It's a little scary. I don't know if he would have charged in if we were up here, but regardless, we can just drop down and then we can avoid this. Right now, there's nothing that we can do. To be honest, your team was going to die anyway from it, so it didn't matter. But it's just still, right, that's the way that it should have been played in that situation. I think that's GG right here. I don't think, yeah, you guys can't touch in time. Well, I mean, like, it can be touched in time, but it looks like it's not. We'll see. It could definitely touch in time. I just don't know if your team can get there without getting destroyed. I feel like the Rhine is Shatter, too. I haven't heard Shatter in so long. I was like, it's got it. He has to have it. I don't know if he used it a single time. Anyway, so we can kind of look at, I'll show one I liked earlier that we had. Was it this one? Yeah, so this one was pretty good. We got a backfill from like a Mercy Moore gold player. But this was like top 500 person, top 500 GM, and then there's this person. There was a GM before, and then there's me playing, and then there's the other team. It was a really stacked game, that game. But let's just kind of go through this. We can go through this real quick and just kind of show, because when I play Zen, we can see with off angles and things like that, and we'll kind of get an idea what I'm talking about.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so where am I? I'm definitely not there. What are we doing? What am I? Probably 5 or 6. No, 5. What the heck? Oh, because
It's not my job to get you back alive.
this is
Stay close
quick
to
play.
me.
The other one was
You
ranked, I
might
think, right?
manage it anyway.
What am I? Okay, so I'm F2.
5, 4,
Okay, so let's go through this, and then we'll kind of just see here. Ignore my ADHD.
capture the objective.
Okay. So it doesn't really matter, but it's good. It's good just to have this on him. I think he gets a little healing, but it doesn't matter. But like I said, so putting the healing orb on him there that early doesn't necessarily matter, but it's good to just let him know, like, hey, I'm going to have a healing orb on you when you go up. It's just to set the expectation. Okay, and so what we're doing here, I don't know what he's doing, but what we're doing here is we're just taking this angle. We want to put a little bit of pressure. If someone comes over here, what I'm doing is I'm just backing out right over this way. I don't really want to contest them. I want to be closer to my team and to the Mega if I need to, and also if I really have to. I'm probably going to die, but if I really need to go all the way back here, we have the Mega right there. But we really want to just fight this angle here and give our team maximum time to come over here. Now, I never saw this replay, so wow, they really all did turn to get that guy. Not necessarily the smartest decision, because he'll be back in like what, 16 17 seconds. Like he'll be back in 7 seconds after he ults. They get charged though, but he's a tank, so they don't get much. And we get this forward point, so I don't think it was necessarily worth it, but I don't think it was a bad choice on their part. Anyway, just to kind of give you an idea of where I am, what we're doing, and what we're looking for. I had no idea where the team was. I was kind of confused. But regardless, my job right now is to put pressure here and put pressure there and try to get them, you know, funnel these people over here. Don't fight too much. Maybe I can get some good hits. Maybe they can get some value. And just try to help them if they do try to push out. So that's the intention here. We'll keep it on the... We're going to keep the orb on the tracer here because the tracer's all the way in the front. We want to... Almost always with these tracers, especially if we either in the beginning or if they show that they're good, we want to tell them, hey, we have some support. We want to let them know that they can play aggressively. And it's like 30 healing a freaking second. If you take the 1.5%, it's still like, let's say it's 5 off of 30, 4.5 round up. It's still 25 healing a second on a tracer, which is like what, out of 75? Is that 5, 6, 7? I'm lazy, but it's something like 15% of his health, her health every second. So that's kind of reason of this. That's important to do. I just kind of wanted to get into that, because we'll see how I shift these around. Okay. Okay, we'll back out over there.
The objective is now
I do something stupid here. Yeah, so the first thing we can see is that I don't stand down here all the time. I want to shift so that he can't just know to spam over here. I do think I challenge him for a split second, which is really stupid. But yeah, let's just kind of keep watching. I don't think I'm going to pause like that again. So that was really good on me. Now move. That was stupid. The fact I didn't get headshot there. Oh, actually, I think Hanzo can't one-shot headshot. That's why. Okay, so I have to remember that for the future. I'm so used to it. Okay, so I guess I wasn't just luck. So, but still, that was really dumb of me to just sit there. I got my shots. I should have moved back. And right, I'm just trying to pressure this angle. Okay, and then we're going to jump up. Okay, I think this is where some pretty good stuff. Okay, I see that Hanzo on me. Right now, I'm not worried about getting any huge value. The Life Weaver's going to save me if he needs to. I don't think he's gripped. He'll have a pedal up in about 10 seconds at most. It might be like 8. I don't want to die to this Hanzo, and I just want to keep pressure on this Hanzo. Where my Life Weaver is, it's a good spot. Where my Soldier is, it's a good spot to get value. So I don't want to die, and I'm just trying... Like, I'm not trying to get anything specifically. I'm just trying to hold a side angle and put pressure on these people. Right? I don't expect Hanzo to jump up here. I'm just trying to get some value. Okay. I'm going to move over, and then we're going to get back out because I can't do anything there. Okay. Get some value. Miss some shots. Okay, try to kill him there. Okay, that. Beautiful petal. Okay. Ignore him. That was... I messed up on that ball, I'm gonna be honest. But... Or could have been better. Whoops. There we go. So I will say here, one thing that I should have done is just let him go because my tank could have got him. So one thing that I could have done better here is what we'll see is just I don't follow the Hanzo around that corner, to be honest. Now I don't think he can one-shot you anymore, so it should have been fine, kind of. But the already could have easily killed me. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Discord. Don't follow this. This is stupid. This was not a... I mean, I got the kill, but I shouldn't have followed him. Just how it is. Like, he Storm Arrow up, like, small corridor. He can still ricochet it off to the right of me. So this was not a smart thing to do. But whatever, I got it. Okay, back off. Let the tank get it. I've already done my job. I don't need to sit there until he dies. Right, I just need to make sure that the guy gets killed. I don't care who on my team kills him. Okay, let's see. Surprised I didn't put a heal. There we go. I should put it on the Tracer in a second. I think when he... Yep, there we go. Dangerous alt. Yep. So I wasn't sure if anyone was behind me or not. All I knew was that he was charging in and he got nanoed right as he was charging in. So, you know, I just did it just because I think Tracer dies here. We should be backing out. Yeah, we give him that, which... I mean, it didn't matter. We gave him Empowered Punch because he ulted. He died. It is what it is. Horrible shots. Ignore this. Under pressure. Okay. I don't know. I think we needed an alt, but it is what it is. Not a big deal. Okay. Let's go up like what? 34, 33. Okay, keep it on the... Throw it on somebody. Put it on the Tracer. Okay. So what we're doing here essentially is we got the Mega here. So my team's over here. I'm gonna take the shot. So instead of coming back, because my team's gonna push out there, I'm just gonna keep pushing to the right. I'm gonna take the fight right here. If he really wants to come in, he can punch in. He's not really gonna be able to dive in too much. But if he does, I'll just get the Mega and I can stall him, and it should be a pretty even fight. I mean, I can kill Doomfist, so it's not a big deal. But that's why I'm shifting over this way as opposed to just hiding. Take space, open it up for my team, and play near the health pack. So here we go. Not sure where that was. Okay, so we take this. So like the number one thing to note here is we have the Hanzo arrow. Well, we can't see it, but the Hanzo just arrowed right there. We could see it. So I'm not even messing with it. I'm not going to try to take him on. Just take the health pack and let's rotate down. And let's see what we can get. So that's what we do. We come this way. And hey, look. Perfect. Look at that rotation. Nice. Boom. Look at that. All just from that one rotation. Thank you, Hanzo, for putting that arrow there. And just waiting to see if the Hanzo drops. But team got him, so... We lose our Tracer after this one. I don't really want to show the second one. I'll show the last one. The second one's just frustrating. There's not a lot. It's just frustrating. Because, like, the new guy, we lost our GM guy and got replaced, like I said, by a Mercy Moira Gold. Okay. I don't... Boom. I'm not fighting this dude. Nice. Beautiful. It's crazy you got that out. Beautiful grab. Okay. I think my FPS was also like 70. It was really annoying. At least now it's back up to 150. I had to update my graphics card. We're going to skip the second one because it was just horrible. Right? Yeah, it was just horrible. Ugh. Painful. Oh, I don't even like this one either. Oh, I don't like any of these. I can't believe we even won this, but I don't know if there's anything to glean from this. I guess I'll say my FPS was low, but we'll just watch it anyway, and there's probably a lot of mistakes I can even find.
I've got a present for you.
I feel like it wasn't that bad, but there were some things that were just like, oif. Like I said, it was a big change with the newer DPS. Definitely a lot less reliable. Made things a lot more difficult. A lot more difficult. Like when your teammates play better, it's a lot easier to do stuff. Like you can do more when you play aggressive. We need to take space. Yeah, like I don't know what. Maybe it's my fault. I don't know what he was doing over here. Like all of our team is over here. Like I just maybe more would have been a little bit better, but like all of our team is over here. It's like, bro, like just slide. Anyway, let's go back. There's nothing I can do. I have no cooldowns up. There's nothing I can do here. And the Cassidy gets saved at the last second. Get the sleep on the Cassidy. It's not enough. And there's nothing I could have done. I avoided the Tracer, but I couldn't avoid the Doomfist too. But at least we got the Tracer dead or killed. Okay, let's speed through this real quick. I don't know why I switched Ana here. I guess maybe I wanted value against their Doomfist. I don't remember why. I might have been not hitting. I should have thrown that nade immediately. They woke it up, which was but I stayed out in the open there too long. You could see the Cassidy got way too many shots on me. Okay, got time reload. That, yeah, I think I made a mistake there. That's like another thing. I should have just thrown my nade immediately. Cassie had good shots on me. That was like, I think 2 headshots in a row, but anyway, like I could have done that a little bit better. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think he would have gotten out anyway, to be honest. I might get killed here in a second. Not really too much to see. Oh, there we go. We just need something to go in, and I'm not like... The one thing I'll say here is like, okay, this guy does. This is the weak link, so I'm not saving or giving my nano to this guy, so no thank you. That's pretty much that. Also, I want him to take space, so kind of 2 reasons why for that. This guy is... It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like always bad or anything. It's just, it was just such a big difference. I don't know why I'm sitting up so far. I guess I was trying to think of whether to... Yeah, he's smart. He's trying to bait something. Okay, try to... I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah. Where's it? Yep, okay. So, it's very lucky Cassidy lived there. I messed... Oh, I'm dead. I should have looked over that Cassie a second earlier. The healer was with the tank, and obviously the tank, so he's not going to die. Should have looked at the Cassie a little bit quicker. That's what I could have done there. Because, right, I don't have to worry about the Cassidy. So, essentially what we did here is I just recently I don't think I was close to all, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have 24% alt when I die. So like the point here is, or the thought process here is, okay, what do we have? Almost have alt. We have alt. Almost have alt. So like we're going for the retake, 19%. We should be able to, if we can take it before we kill like the last guy, we win 100%. Even if the other guy switches ball or he's Doomfist and gets back. So like right, almost has alt, has alt. So we want to play for him right now. We're not really gonna have much value, so we're trying to push this point. We'll see. We'll see. So right, I can give him a different angle to attack from here. I do kind of like kamikaze. I didn't really think about it too much, to be honest, but I could have been a little safer, but it works out for the team. And the thing is, I only need to position for my teammate to get something nice. Nice. Right, so he gets a kill with his ult. And then right, we have one ult come online. Boom, second ult come online. See, so I did my job. I killed one of their, I got my guy to kill one of their guys, and he had great positioning, and he was away from the tracer. Whoops, ignore this. I think we're fine here. Okay. There we go. GG. Alright, so we can kind of learn some from that. Obviously, the Lucio is just to get back in time. I already did what I needed to as Lifeweaver, so there's no real point to stay Lifeweaver there. Right, I want to get back in time, and Lucio is just a really good pick against this team. So, yeah. Right. I mean, it's not like the best, but like if they're, you know what I mean? If they're all running back one by one, and we're just trying to kill them in time, one of the best things you can do is give your team speed so they can catch whoever and kill them. But yeah, so essentially that went on for a little long. Let's see, that was like, what, 50 minutes? But hopefully this is pretty helpful to get an idea on what we need to work on and just kind of get an idea from like the perspective of kind of what I do with this game is what I'm thinking at, what I'm looking at, looking at the alts of my teams, thinking about the alt of the other team and kind of stuff like that. And I think that's probably it. I don't think there's anything crazy. I don't think there's anything crazy in any of these that's notable. So I think I don't remember these games, going to be honest, and some of these were annoying. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not trying to here to review my gameplay, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, hope that was good. Take care, and I hope you're able to learn something from it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's get more used to checking what your cooldowns are, and when you're going to play aggressive, do not be afraid to throw an immortality field down and just start blasting the other guy. Like, you want to get a kill. If your immortality field gets you one kill every single time that you use it, like, I would rather use an immortality field to get one kill 80% of the time, 90% of the time, than to use it to get a 3K 50% of the time. Because killing that first guy or that guy that's out that you can, that pick, is going to lead to a win much more often than you're going to get a 3K or something special off of it. It's like the same thing. If you have a reprawl, I don't care. Use it on one person. You don't need to say it for everybody, though it's, you know, opportune at chokes. Anyway, take care and peace out. Peace.